they'll throw it with Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run the counter. It's Carson running right through it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, it's Carson, and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They go play action now. Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team, because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Six 0 our score after 1. Second down and 3. Now a give right side. Carson able to slither by and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Play action. Now Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Carson. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Newton. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 78 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. This this time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Going on the ground with Homer. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 31. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run this with Homer. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now Wilson on first down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. First down, Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. That's caught by Penny. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
Under 10, 10. Check 50, check 50. Alert.
Play action. It's Wilson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's go!
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on third down, Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Newton. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darrell Taylor, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. I think you'd have to say this crowd here in Seattle, this 12th man had something to do with that. As well as the architect of this stadium. Combined with this crowd noise, makes it very difficult to run offense. And here, 2 points result for the defense. It is deafening in here. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 2nd and 7, Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton able to find DJ Moore. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here comes Erickson. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 70 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Shi Smith, fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they're 1st and 10. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Panthers 42, Seahawks 14. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from blocking.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. Gun. Let's set a tone, fellas.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ready.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll buy some time right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Newton's throw complete there to Moore. Sheds off the tackle, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. Cam looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick and heads straight out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Penny on the counter. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Penny. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Penny. There he goes again. And some space here. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point up and through by Myers as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Ready? Right there, 54
Newton's going to throw it. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Touchdown! Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The extra point now coming from Myers. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson going to throw for it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line and didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right?
you get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
Now a give right side McCaffrey. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Carson, the first down and more. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A big pickup there on the run. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
On second down, here's Penny. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 29. Wilson now to throw on third down. And he finds Penny. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Throwing is Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
54, right there, 54.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Newton. He'll hit his running back, Amir Abdullah. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Back to throw, Newton. Room to run past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Second and 5 now. Newton, a dump off for Abdullah. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Newton to throw. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They go play action now. Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Alex Erickson. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
Now Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Being chased out left. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Tackle made by Rasheem Green.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Newton delivers this one to McCaffrey, and that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Back to the ground now. Here's Abdullah. He will push his way down to about the 14. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Newton now to throw. He completes it to Abdullah. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They run. Abdullah. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Amir Abdullah Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton, it's complete. Abdullah. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 82 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. This is Carson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Now it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first down. It's Carson, and they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 62 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and 2, Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. Touchdown, Seahawks! Rashad Penny, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw is Newton. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Final minute now in the third quarter.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. first down, it's Newton. This a screen to Abdullah. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
20.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, that'll be caught by Anderson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas there to make the grab. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? The pickup there. On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 74 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On first down, Wilson. That's caught by Penning. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now a 2nd down and 6. Here's a give to Penning. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
14.
Penny, a first down carry. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. So they'll run it again with Penny. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. He'll get it up the middle. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first down, Abdullah. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.